Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-July 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, Gemini, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at the remainder of July. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and a fifth and final column. We're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a healing crystal, and a healing note for you. But let's see here, Gemini, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Our summary card is heat. So this means things are actually starting to heat up. When there's movement, there's friction. When there's friction, there's heat. So I like to see the heat card because it means something has been moving. Typically something that maybe was a little bit stuck or not moving as quickly as we would have liked before. But let's see what other messages are here. The first card that we have is the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really truly doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. It's really everything good. So I like to see this. This in general is really, really good energy. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. Likely this thing that got heating back up or got moving again is related to long-term goals. It's something that you want to do to be successful. So like to see that this is moving again for you. You're moving closer to those long-term desires. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very confident and being very self-assured. This is something that I think everyone, for the most part, can do more of. So it's neat to see that you're coming off a period where you were able to be very confident. I feel like you're confident where you want to go, Gemini, how you're going to get there. So really good feelings around that. Nice spread of 3 cards there. Let's see what clarifiers we have. The first clarifier we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. This is a card of loss, regret, abandonment, feeling unloved. So I think a lot of you are coming off of a low place. Some of you could have had a loss in the last few weeks. I'm sorry for those of you that did. But again, it does seem like it's much more positive energy coming in for you, which is great to see with that Sun. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. This is a card of giving or receiving help. I do think Gemini, I personally don't want to speak for all Geminis, is maybe not the best at getting help, but it does feel like there's been some guidance around that future planning, even if it's just been a conversation. So that's exciting to see. There's been really good support system in getting this future state, future planning lined up and ready to go for you. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true. This is a card of material abundance, good health, happiness. Again, one of those all things positive. So between the Sun and the Nine of Cups, a very, very nice pairing here. The best thing about this whole spread here, Gemini, with the Queen of Wands, when we're confident and we're self-assured, we know exactly what we want. It's so much easier to obtain what we want. So in terms of like manifesting and attracting things to us the last few weeks, it's been a really good time for you for that as well. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just in general what's coming through the remainder of July. We have the card Preservation. Preservation is a good reminder more than anything. This is about preserving your time, your energy, your words, your money. So just be thoughtful in how you spend any of your resources going into the end of July. That could be not arguing, not splurge buying. Again, just being thoughtful with your resources. But let's see what messages are coming through here, Gemini. The first card that we have is the Hermit. The Hermit is a card of going within for clarity. See this light inside the lantern, this is the light inside of you, and this is like the guiding light. So if any point in time you can check in with this guiding light with your inner self and make sure it's something you should be doing. Again, this could be saving your time, saving your energy, saving your words, saving your money. Be doing kind of like a gut check on things as they come up this month. The Hermit's also a card of isolation, so you might find yourself going out just a little bit less going into the end of July, being not so willing to give up energy or give up time. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a card of nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression. It could be worry. You see this person is quite literally sitting up in bed, something's bothering them. We're going to clarify this and see if we can get some more information there. Going on the note of preservation, you want to preserve your thoughts too. Sometimes, Gemini, we just have to tell ourselves like, okay, I've thought about this enough and I'm not going to think about it anymore. I have to do that with myself a lot because I am definitely an overthinker type. But preserving your energy and your own thoughts is important too. Moving on down to the bottom, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is an interesting card. I know some people see this and are worried it's kind of gloomy. It's a lot of blues and grays. The people are facing away from us and their heads are hanging low. And of course their sword stuck into the boat. But the nice thing is this boat is moving in a forward positive direction. So this is an indicator of a necessary transition, something that needed to happen. It's always taking you to a good place. For some of you, this could be physically moving or relocating as well. But let's see what information we've got here. The first card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card is an interesting card. It's a card of unwanted change. And most often what I mean by that is you planned ABC to happen, Gemini, and DEF happens. The nice thing about the Tower card is this is another one of those things. It has to happen. It needed to happen that way. It just wasn't the way we planned, but on the other side, the Tower is still taking us to a good, positive place. I would encourage you that as this situation comes up, just do kind of that gut check. Take a few minutes to process. Again, it's not going to be exactly what we had planned out, but just take a moment to realize, realign, and move forward. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. In the case of the Ace of Pentacles, this is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment, income, which is wonderful to see. So it does seem like there's new job opportunity, new money out there for you, but it also seems to be what's worrying you. Like you could be worried you're not going to get the job offer or not going to get the pay raise or something, but it is coming for you, Gemini. So again, make your best effort to preserve those thoughts and limit that worry as well. The next card that we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. We were talking about this earlier too, and planning long-term. So this is a good indicator, especially on top of the Six of Swords. I already told you the Six of Swords is a necessary transition, and the King of Swords is kind of here to echo that. Like it needs to happen, and this is putting us in the right place at the right time. That forward thinking, forward planning, making sure we're aligned. So that boat is taking you exactly to the place you need to be. Now at this point in time, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, anything that you associate with money, Gemini. The first card that we have is the Five of Wands. I kid you not, I feel like this card has been in the same spot in almost every reading this month, or this mid-month reading. But anyways, with the Five of Wands, this is a card of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. I like to point this out though. If you look at this card, these people are not fighting with swords, they're fighting with wands. So this is like small bump in the road. It's nothing huge, nothing major, but there could be some sort of conflict, more specifically looking down, probably gossip, but we'll talk about that when we get down to that card. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking, This could even be volunteer work for some of you, but this is like keeping your heads down, keep doing quality work regardless of some of the chatter or conflict that may be going on. You need to continue to be your hardworking self, Gemini. Moving down one more, we have the Page of Swords. This is very curious, gossipy, prying eyes, trying to find truth. It's like water cooler talk, gossip, drama. When I see this card, I typically take it as a warning sign for the listener or the reader or watcher of this video to try and avoid gossip, drama, water cooler talk. There definitely seems to be some chatter around it right now. There are some conflicts. But the beautiful thing is, Gemini, it's not really you, it's around you. It's not you. So just focus on you and stay out of it. See how nicely these are positioned? Stuff is happening on both sides of you, but it's not really your drama or your gossip or your conflict. So you just need to stay heads down and kind of stay out of it here. Let's see, in terms of clarifying cards, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a great card. This is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So again, just thinking about you doing you, it does look like there's going to be some sort of award or recognition for you, or overall success in financial or career thing that you're trying to accomplish. The next card that we have is the Nine of Pentacles, another great you card, Gemini. The Nine of Pentacles is luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. Really good money card, especially in our money column, so love to see that. Again, continue to stay heads down, hardworking. Success is coming, and with that success comes money. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Swords. If you look here, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly on this card. The neat thing about this is saying that this gossip, this drama, this water cooler talk, it seems like it's going to clear up pretty quickly, which we like to see. So no need to worry about it for too long, because it'll be over before you even know it. Now moving on to our next column, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. Think family, friends, relationships, children, anything, again, that you associate with love, Gemini. Oops. Our first card at the very top there is the Two of Swords. Anytime we have two something on a card like this, it's an indicator of a decision that needs to be made. It does feel like there's some sort of decision coming up related to love. This can also feel like a card of compromise. We're going to clarify this, but some of you feel like you're kind of compromising in terms of love right now. So we'll see what we get there. The Emperor is our next card. This is another card of long term. So for those of you in a relationship, it does feel like a really stable, healthy, long-term relationship. It's going to be nice, long-lasting. For those entering into a new relationship, same as well. The Emperor is also a card of good parenting, which translates over, in addition to good parenting, fertility and pregnancies. So if you're hoping to grow your family, that's a great card for you. And at the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an ace card, it is a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Cups, this is going to be new baby, relationship, marriage, proposal. What a wonderful card to have in love. If you want a new relationship, this is a great time. If you're hoping to have a baby, this is a great time. If you want to get engaged or married, this is a great time for you. One of those all-around stellar cards we love to see in the love column. Moving on, taking a look at clarifying cards. The first card we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is very much so a friendship card and very much so a circle of support. Whatever this decision is that needs to happen, Gemini, don't hesitate to leverage or reach out to your circle of support, your circle of friends. I just feel like you can bounce ideas off of and they'll help guide you on this decision. Nice to see this circle of support surrounding a decision. The next card that we have is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is one of those cards with a lot of different meanings. Conveniently though, one of them is expansion. So again, if you're wanting to expand your family, this is a great card for you. This is also a travel card, so some of you could be traveling with your loved ones, family, friends going into the end of the month. Super exciting. I hope you're going somewhere really fun. And at the bottom, we have the Hierophant card. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. Again, really kind of hitting home on that new relationship, marriage, proposal. This is a very domestic card in that sense. So great for new relationship or advancement of relationship there, Gemini. Now moving on to our fifth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, something to carry into the remainder of July with you. We have the card Brilliance. I haven't had this one all month, so I'm excited to see this. This is quite literally just a reminder of how brilliant you are, Gemini. So love, love, love to see that. But let's see what messages come along with this Brilliance card. The first card that we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. If you look at this person, they're like hunched over carrying this bundle of wands and they're totally overwhelmed by it. Sometimes we need to put things down, not say yes to everything. So just be cautious of this stress and exhaustion. It seems like we're mostly stressed and exhausted because things aren't moving. With the Hangman, this is a very stagnant card. You see this person is quite literally hanging there by their foot. And with this card, we're typically waiting for some sort of information to move forward. The nice thing is at the bottom here, we have the Eight of Wands, which is the communication card. This is speed, action, change, news coming in. So whatever information you're looking for, you should be able to find that information, be able to move forward. And that's going to relieve some of that stress and exhaustion that you're feeling. Clarify out this last column for you here, Gemini. The first card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is again that long-term desire card. I get that you just want this long-term goal so bad that you're pushing so hard, but right now you're kind of pushing and it's in a stagnant spot. So don't worry, it's going to come to you. You're going to accomplish what you want to accomplish, Gemini. But like I said, you're kind of pushing against the brick wall. Maybe take it easy, give things a few weeks to break loose because it definitely looks like it's going to. Building off of that, we have the Devil card, and sometimes when I see the Devil card, this is like hyper-focused, giving too much attention to one thing. Again, this is us wanting to push forward, but kind of being at this holding place or this stopping place. We're hanging there by our foot, so try not to give too much energy to it. Preserve your resources, of course. And then at the bottom we have the Star card. Great card to end this reading on. This is a card of renewal, hope, inner clarity. Like I said, everything is going to break loose and be brilliant here in just a matter of a few weeks. So hang in there, Gemini, and don't push on the wall too hard. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, Gemini, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But for question number 1, we have the 2 of Diamonds. This is the number 18 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have we have the Queen of Diamonds. This is the number 12 card, which is also a yes. And question number 3, we have the Ace of Clubs. This is number 31 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no, Gemini. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you throughout the month of July. You have Rock Crystal, which is clear quartz. It's great for clarity, purity, energy. It's all about doing for you and really helps you figure out your aim in life and get some of those things accomplished. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if only one remembers to turn on the light. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post future videos. If you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your July.